Hi, I'm Zach, and I've been head zookeeper here at the Spartan Zoo for about 5 years now, and I'm here to tell you about why a job with the Spartan Zoo is right for you. We're currently looking to fill an opening in our zookeepers, so after you've heard this, and if you're still interested, go ahead and apply online. The job we're looking to fill is high in variety. Zookeepers are in charge of the feeding, grooming, and overall well-being of the animals. There could be many changes in animal health, so we zookeepers never know what we'll be dealing with day to day. There's also a high identity in our job. You can clearly see the effect of your work with animals from start to finish as you're dealing with the animals from life to death, and you have a daily effect on the quality of its life. Obviously, the job of a zookeeper is high in significance. We're in charge of the health of the animals, which is a huge part of the company strategy, as healthy and happy animals equal happy customers. The job of a zookeeper is moderate in autonomy. Zookeepers do have the ability to plan their daily schedule, but they are subject to my management, as I must ensure zookeepers fall in line with the company strategy. Finally, zookeeping is high in feedback, as the job itself provides data on how the employee is doing. Zookeepers can clearly see the consequences of their work. So if you're interested, please apply online. I'd love to meet with you and discuss the possibility of a future with the Spartan Zoo.
Let's just look through some of these resumes and find some good applicants.
All right. Oh, this one looks good. I think I like her.
Yeah, I think this person will be good too. They have some good experience. So,
Okay.
yeah, let's choose these two.
All right, we'll set something up with them
All right,
by the end
great.
of the week.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, sorry, dude. I got an interview. Call you back in 20.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, sup?
Hi, Mike.
Lindsay.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Lindsay. Nice to meet you.
too.
So, tell me about yourself.
So, I just graduated from U of M. My parents kicked me out, so I'm just looking for a job to pay the bills, really. I really like the Animal Planet. Not a ton of experience with animals, but my favorite show is The Dog Whisperer. I learned a lot from that show.
So I just graduated from Michigan State. There I spent my time volunteering and working part-time at various animal shelters where I worked with lots of animals and cared for them, and I just really love working with animals. I've always grown up having animals in my house and around me, and so really passionate working with animals and love the opportunity to work here.
Describe a time when you were responsible for someone else's well-being.
So freshman year, I decided that it might be a good idea to get some fish. Didn't have any idea what a huge responsibility that would be. Couldn't remember when I came back from class if I had already fed them or not. So one day I just gave him a bunch of food, thinking that guy looks very hungry. And but then he got really fat. So I decided maybe it was a good idea to stop feeding him for a week. And then the tank got super green. Didn't know what happened. All the fish were floating on the top. Didn't know they could swim like that.
At the shelter, I dealt with lots of animals that I was responsible for caring for. A lot of them come in malnourished or just beaten up. This one dog in particular came in and just had a lot of scrapes, and you could tell it was really malnourished. It was way under its regular weight, and so I spent a lot of time making sure that I was getting proper nutrition and cleaning up its bruises and scratches and everything, and making sure that he didn't get any infections and that he was healing correctly.
Describe an event when you had to give a big presentation. How did you handle the situation and keep the audience's attention?
I'm normally not very good at presentations. My hands get all sweaty and no one wants to touch me. I start kind of like shaking. So I just avoid at all costs, kind of stay behind the group.
I was president of the MSU Animal Association, and so every meeting I'd always have to give updates on what was going on with the club and where we were going to be volunteering next. And so I found it was very easy to get everyone's attention by starting it off with usually like an icebreaker and getting the audience in the conversation and being interested in what we were talking about. And so I was able to command their attention by asking them questions and telling some jokes and lighting it up a lot.
So, if you could be any zoo animal, what animal would you be, and tell me why?
Well, my favorite animal is probably a unicorn, but since those aren't real, I guess I could pick a rhino. That's kind of close. Second favorite would probably be a flamingo. My favorite color is pink, and I have pretty good balance.
That's a hard question. I'd probably say I'd be a monkey because they're really social animals and they're just really outgoing and very active, and that's how I would probably describe myself. Always busy around people.
Tell me about a time when you had to deal with a difficult customer.
So I worked at Burger King a while ago, a part-time job, and I was in the back making all the burgers. So an order came up on the screen, said no tomatoes, but I figured who eats a burger without tomatoes on it? It tastes way better with everything. So I just left it on there. When I gave the guy his burger, he came back a little while later and was like, there's tomatoes on my burger and I'm allergic. And I was like, well, just open it up. And he opened it. I took the tomato off and ate it. I mean, by then we were both satisfied. So I think it was a 2-for-1.
I actually interned at Potter Park Zoo, and this one time this lady kept lifting her son up. He was probably about 3 or 4 years old, so he could see the lions better, but she kept lifting him above the rail, which isn't safe at all. And so I just approached her and was like, hey, I'm sorry, like, can you please not do that for safety reasons? I wouldn't want anything to come about it. And she got really upset, telling me that I am not responsible for her child and she knows what she's doing and she's a good mom, and that I was telling her she was a bad mom and stuff. So I just kindly responded and was like, I'm not insinuating anything. I just want to make sure for the safety of your son and to make sure that no animals are harmed or anything, that your son is not being lifted up over the railing. And so she finally saw where I was coming from, where she was able to see that she shouldn't be doing that for her son's safety.
So what did you think of the two applicants?
Well, Lindsay, I felt like she was great. Like her level of extroversion, I can already tell, is so high, and you know we need that for our zookeepers,
Oh, yeah.
like terribly. Sam, she was a piece of work there.
Yeah, she had some pretty interesting answers, that's for sure.
Very interesting. I don't think she really has the passion or the drive for animals.
Or the experience, really.
Or the
Lindsay definitely
experience.
had more experience,
Yes.
and any experience Sam had seemed to result in a dead animal, so we don't want that.
Exactly, flushing fish.
Yeah, Lindsay, I think Lindsay was great. She showed a lot of elements of extroversion, very outgoing, comfortable in social settings, can talk in front of large groups of people.
Yep, I think she'll fit in great here with
Yeah,
our
I do too.
Spartan Zoo culture.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Lindsay.
Yep, Lindsay, best choice.
Hey, welcome to the team.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start working here.
We're excited to have you.